Okay, for today's topic, I chose rest between sets because so many people don't rest long enough between sets. I think people think that they're more hardcore or they train harder or that they're more intense and just want it more because they don't rest as much. So it's almost like a bragging thing, like, I only rest a minute between sets. I'm so great. And it's like, I'm sitting at the gym and I got my cell phone and I'm texting and I'm chatting and taking a break, and it's like, oh, you're a slacker. You don't train hard. You're just sitting there and chatting. And I mean, really, there's got to be a compromise here. I mean, if you're on the phone for 20 minutes and not working hard and just going through the motions, that's not training hard. But really, if you only rest a minute between sets, you're not resting long enough to recover. ATP stores have to be replenished. You have to be able to push yourself. So I'm going to go scientifically here, keeping it simple. You know, this is the for dummies type stuff, so they don't want to make it overly complicated. So work to rest ratio. How long the exercise takes compared to how long you rest. If you want to train scientifically for muscle growth, you need to train in a 3-to-1 to 6-to-1 work to rest ratio. To keep it simple, if it takes a minute to do a set, you should rest 3 to 6 minutes. If it takes you 30 seconds to do a set, you should rest 3 times 30 seconds, a minute and a half. 6 times 30 seconds, 3 minutes. So for those of you who are doing really short sets, and this is like somebody not using the time under tension properly. If you're only doing a set for 30 seconds, you're more focused on strength, less on muscle growth. So let's say you're doing sets of 30 seconds, you need to rest 1.5 to 3 minutes. Where does a 1 minute fall into play there? 1 minute is just doing cardio. If you go to the gym and rest a minute between sets, you're doing cardio. I don't care if that's like insulting you or whatever. You're doing cardio. You're in there to be fit and have fun and work out, burn some calories. That's awesome if that's your goal. But the people who hire me, their goal is to get muscle and to win shows and to get bigger and stronger. So if your goal is just to burn some fat, fine. Go and rest 1 minute between sets. If you want to get big muscles, rest longer. Okay. So why or how long should the set take? I like 40 seconds as a goal. So if I do a set for 40 seconds, I know that I'm going to stimulate muscles to grow. I'm getting a really good time under tension, and I'm training 40 seconds, not just fun 40 seconds, like the last few seconds you're dying. So that's where you want to be. So 40 seconds gives you a 2 to 4 minute rest. So if you do a set, it should take you 2 to 4 minutes of rest time. The first time you try resting 4 minutes, you might think, oh my God, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. But that's why I'm on my phone texting, because it's taking me forever and chatting. I'm doing sets and I'm there to grow muscles. Why not do my work with my clients and stuff while I'm in the gym? So you do a 40-second set, rest 2 to 4 minutes, and repeat. Now, that's if you're just trying to grow muscle. I also compete as a power lifter, so my goal is not just muscle growth, but maximum strength. I don't want just to be barely able to recover. So when I do a set of bench press and say I do 405 for 10 reps, I don't want to just rest the minimum amount to do my next set. I want to rest the most time so that I can push the most weight the next set. So I'll rest 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes after a set of deadlifts sometimes, for example, just to really recover and put myself 100%. But for those of you just focused on that muscle, rest 3-to-1 to 6-to-1 work to rest ratio. That gives you the perfect amount. So in typical set of 40 seconds, rest 2 to 4 minutes, and you're good to go. So stop this 30-second resting stuff. Stop this 1 minute stuff. Time your sets. Literally take your phone and time it, because if you don't, you have really no clue how long it takes. Because some people will say, I do, an hour and a half in the gym and I rest 1 minute between sets. I'm like, well, what did you do? 60 sets? Because it doesn't add up. So I don't actually think people know how long they're resting. So start timing your sets. Time how long it takes to do a set. Time how long the rest is. Then when you get used to it, you don't need to. You just go by instinct. You should be like, okay, I'm really recovered. I feel awesome. So I'm going to end the video there. Hopefully this makes sense. It's a short video, nice and to the point, and I'll be doing more videos in the future.